So we've got a good crew here, and we are really happy to have you here. The format of this session is one that we'll provide some of the overview information in the beginning, and then we will open it up for questions at the end. So we're excited to dig into any of those questions that you have. Tori did drop a quick note into the chat function that if you have any tech-related questions, we'll actually take those offline because we'll be better able to support you. But eager to hear your questions, and we can go ahead and get started with today's Sworkit 101 session. The goal, I'll just say, is to make sure that everybody here understands how easy it is to access all that Sworkit provides you and our members. I think that's one of the things we really pride ourselves on here at Sworkit is we just offer a wide variety of opportunities for very beginners, those that haven't worked out in some time, to seasoned athletes, and those that are looking for an additional push or looking for recovery opportunities. It's all available here in the app. So we'll get into those details. But first, Bridget is going to lead us in a brief stretch, and then we can get started with our review. Bridget, I'll turn it over to you.
Hi, everyone. We're going to do a quick Sworkit stretch. Starting off, we're going to do a two-hand wrist extension. So you're going to pick one hand and point your fingers towards the ceiling, and then just gently pull back with the other hand to get a good stretch. And halfway through, we'll switch to the other side. Okay, switch sides now. Get your other hand. And just gently pull the fingertips towards you. Almost done. All right, now we're going to do a calf stretch. So bend at your hips and keep your back straight. And reach for one of your feet. If you can pull your toes back towards you, that'll increase the stretch. Now switch to the other leg and point those toes up and reach for those again. Make sure to keep your back flat. And next we're going to do a front bend. Bend at your waist and try to keep a slight bend in your knees. This is one of our Sworkit students that we just thought we'd put in there to show how we can help anyone in your family really feel connected to movement, and especially with our Sworkit Youth Initiative. Here's the neck rotation stretch. So stand straight up and then just move your neck only from one side to the other. And keep your shoulders pointing straight ahead. And then switch sides. And now we're ready for the overhead arm pull. So choose one arm and bend it, reaching your hand for the middle of your shoulder blades. And then take your other hand to pull slightly just below the elbow to increase that stretch. And switch sides now. Reach towards your shoulder blades and then just pull gently below your elbow. And we're going to finish it off. And if you'd like to record this in your My Sworkit log, we're going to pull up the QR code and you can use the camera on your phone. And then that should log right into your My Sworkit log.
Thank you, Bridget. Yes,
You're
you can
welcome.
scan that QR code and it will show that you have completed this 2-minute workout. Maybe you want to share this workout when you start your own meeting later today or later this week. It's a good way to just get people moving a little bit, help with refocusing, and very easy to launch. Okay, so Sworkit Health and Sworkit 101. Sworkit is designed to make fitness and movement simple and approachable for everyone. And we really truly mean that. And we also provide a variety of ways to personalize your exercise, your workouts. We have guided fitness plans. There is so much that is available to you in Sworkit. And again, that's what today's session is designed to help do, is to show you everything available to you. All right, so we have what we like to call total well-being and a 4-in-1 solution. Everything here is within the Sworkit app, including physical activity opportunities. We have over 1,000 on-demand workouts. So you can just, we like to say, tap, tap, go, tap into your app. You can get into a strength workout, a cardio workout, a yoga workout, a stretching workout, all sorts of other kinds of workouts, really with just a matter of a couple taps. We also offer mental health opportunities here for mindfulness and meditations. So again, very simple to click in, tap in, and find access to those. We also have a low acuity MSK program. And so this is where you can go, maybe you're perhaps recovering from an injury, or you want to help prevent any injuries. So that's a great collection there available for our members. And most recently, we have launched a nutrition collection, which we're really excited about. So this collection includes personalized nutrition articles, and there are a variety of articles in there to help support your health and well-being as it relates to nutrition. I'll add also that Sworkit has been consistently rated a top app for beginners. So if you are just getting started, it's really the perfect place to start. And we also offer Sworkit in 14 different languages. We'll show you in just a moment how you can go in and change your language settings if English is not your first language, or if you want to select another language there. It's very easy, simple to utilize one of the other languages. So let's start looking at some of the different Sworkit features. We have workouts for any goal. We offer a variety of 6-week plans if you have a goal of getting leaner, fitter, stronger. We offer beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels for each of those plans, and it's a guided plan. So it will give you the workouts that you need to have to help you progress through that plan. And then if you're starting at beginner, you can move to intermediate and on to advanced and so on. If you have weights that you'd like to incorporate into your workouts, for example, perhaps you have dumbbells at home or in your gym, or you have kettlebells, resistance bands, there are workouts that are designed to incorporate those different small equipments. We offer a tremendous amount of variety. We are regularly adding new collections, and so there's so much variety here. And our Sworkit Essentials, I was alluding to this just a bit earlier, but the strength, cardio, yoga, stretching, you can tap into any of those essential collections and you'll find a variety of ready-made workouts, on-demand workouts ready for you. Of course, you can always personalize them as you'd like. And then monthly challenges. So every month we offer a new challenge, and really think of this as like a workout of the day. If you wake up and you have a goal to move your body and work out, but you're just not sure what to do, where to go, how to go about doing it, this is a great place for you to stop and check out and see what's the workout for today, February 20th, and you can tap into it and you can follow along with that workout. We also offer a variety of challenges throughout the year. In fact, we are in our Healthy Habits New Year's Challenge right now, and we'll be offering a step and sync challenge in March. So we're looking forward to that. So there are a variety of different ways for you to get involved and have that just additional support and guidance for what to do and when to do it and how long to do it.
All right. So this video is playing, as you can see. Hi, everybody. So you can watch it. I'll probably hit replay, but essentially, like, one of the biggest things that we really like to offer you guys is the ability to customize your fitness, your movement, your wellness journey. And so when you get into the app, if you're not prompted to get a recommended plan and or workouts, you can always just navigate to my account and get a recommended plan. Again, we can show you that today. But you can adjust this. Basically, you can take the quiz as many times as you would like. I'll play it again. what you can do is tell the app what you're looking for, what your goals are. And as we know, those change, right? It might not be weight loss or building muscle. It might be, for example, I had an injury and now I'm getting back into movement and I want something that's not going to be jarring for my body. And you will get a plan and or individual, as you can see here, recommended workouts. So this is like one of the things that I always try to highlight because it's going to be customizable for you based upon where you're at in the moment on your movement journey. All right. And then another awesome thing about Sworkit is we absolutely give you the power of choice. So what we mean by that is everything from the type of exercise or workout down to the amount of minutes that you have. As you saw when Bridget led our 2-minute stretch break, you have the capacity to adjust the rounds, the minutes, and or if you want to do seconds or reps, it's all customizable. As well as if you like any workouts, you can always copy and edit them, take out certain movements. Really, the sky's the limit, but you don't have to do all of those things. It's just there for you. But really, it's about making it approachable for your level, your lifestyle, and the time that you have available. So think of Spotify or Pandora. It's like that with movement. As Rennie mentioned, we have tons of variety. Again, it's whether it is you're at home, maybe you want to build muscle and you need some light equipment. We have that all the way to pre and post natal, anything from, if you are just trying to get back into movement or it's your first time, for example, couch to fit 6-week plan. We have things for beginners, things for, again, working at home or helping you move safer in occupational or in your occupation, things for runners, things for cyclists, so sports enthusiasts, all those things. It's really about, again, making movement enjoyable and approachable for you. And then the Sworkit students or the Sworkit youth section that is forever free and accessible for those of you with children who would like to introduce them to movement. Our app has that option. Okay, I'll pause here. And again, like I mentioned, and I put in our chat, if you have any tech related questions today, we just highly recommend, please, that you reach out to the support team within our app under our help center and or email us at support@sworkit.com, solely because we will actually be able to see how you're trying to access the app, or if there's any questions or issues, we can see on the back end when you write into us or just chat us in the app. But in terms of tech, we really do support, most of the wearables that are out there in terms of fitness integration. For example, we have things such as, of course, like if you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, you can connect with Sworkit, but you don't have to have those, right? If we connect with Apple Health and Google Fit and Fitbit directly. So for example, let's say you have a Garmin or a Polar, and you want to connect your workouts that you do on your own into the Sworkit app. And let's say you connected through Google, you have a phone that's not an iPhone, right? Maybe it's an Android, and you have Google Fit. You would connect to Google Fit and then Sworkit. So that's just an example. What'll happen is whenever you get into Sworkit under your settings, and we can also show this today, is it will ask you, and you can give it permission whether or not you'd like to sync with your preferred health app, and or if you do have a wearable that goes through that health app. And let's see a couple other fun integrations that we have. MyFitnessPal and Strava, we have some connectivity there. And then of course, if you're here through Virgin Pulse, we are directly connected with Virgin Pulse. So just again, you don't even have to have though a wearable or anything like that to utilize Sworkit. You can of course just do Sworkit related workouts. That's what we're built for. Or if you're like me and you do a lot without a wearable, for example, maybe a class that you're not going to have your phone on your body or a watch, you can actually manually log your activity as well, where it says this blue log activity. So another really important thing that we have that's included within the app is the ability to ask an actual trainer for advice. So you can write into the trainer support section really and get paired with someone who has a background in movement, and they can help direct you within Sworkit or just make some recommendations based upon your personal preferences or goals or needs. This is one of the things that I would say might be underutilized, right? You don't actually, you can actually talk to somebody here and they'll support you on your journey. So that's just right within the app. It's Ask a Trainer. And then as Rennie mentioned, I will just call this out here. You as an individual cannot build challenges. However, you can join any of them that are, again, she mentioned there's monthly ones, there's ongoing ones for companies, because you all are here through your employer and or health insurance or company. There are lots of challenges that sometimes we do with again, those that are providing this to you, whether they, you know, for you all to do internally. So there's a lot of fun options. So just be on the lookout for those. And then the final thing on these slides before we just go into the app is Sworkit Live. So what Bridget did today, where she led that 2-minute workout, Sworkit Live adds a little bit more of an element. If she had hit the live button, it would have made her big on screen. But what's really fun about it is, just like we showed you guys, is if you do a workout as a team and you share Sworkit, for example, on Teams, on Zoom, etc., and then you can all do it together. You can follow the trainer along. It doesn't have to be you as an individual. It can, but then you can share at the end, like we did with the QR code, and everybody gets credit. So that's really great if you're all working towards internal rewards. So that's an easy way for you all to do together as family, coworkers, etc. All right. And then one other thing I just wanted to highlight before we get into the actual app itself is, those of you that are here today, just friendly reminder, kind of like we're doing today as the Sworkit 101, we wanted to be able to be here for you all and get your questions answered. We've got Sworkit Health live classes that are the second Tuesday of every month. These are in Eastern time, and they are usually at 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. But again, we record them. We have a YouTube private playlist for you all, and we share them. So if you can never make it, that's all right. You can always catch them later. But of course, you're invited to join these 30-minute live led sessions. And our upcoming one in March is about the benefits of walking and warm-up ideas. So watch for emails on that. Be sure to register, and we'd love to see you there. So I think... Okay, Rennie, if there's anything else to call out before I go ahead and dive into the app, please do so.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the app. Thanks, Tori, so much. We're seeing a couple questions come through in the chat about connecting through Virgin Pulse. And so again, if you have any of those questions, we can absolutely help you with that. If you want to email us at support@sworkit.com, we can help you make sure you're set up appropriately.
Yes, fantastic. And I will say, let me see, I'm pulling up the app while I'm getting this up. Yes, for example, Virgin Pulse does have a direct integration, so you should be able to log in directly on app.sworkit.com or in your app. You shouldn't have any issues there. There's a button to log in for that one in particular. So some of the things, like Rennie mentioned, to call out, this is the interface. This is big. Obviously, it's on my computer. It would just be smaller. Let me actually see if I can show you. This is what, so when you're in the mobile experience, this is what you normally would see, right, on your mobile device. But app.sworkit.com is the same exact, it's going to give you the same exact opportunities as the app would itself. And so a few things to call out is, of course, this is the home screen. You can actually see your weekly progress, your daily activity. Mine needs to be synced and updated from my morning workout. But as you can see, it's kind of giving a little bit of an update. Here's that recommended plan. And so really quick, this one says Stronger Advanced. So if you wanted a plan and you're not sure where to find that, it's under My Account and Get Recommended Plan. And then you can start taking a quiz there if you need to go back to it at any point. And it's the video that I played you through, and then you'll get that individual workout plan. As Rennie mentioned, we have, these are the Sworkit and or your company specific challenges here. So again, we do ongoing ones throughout the year here at Sworkit globally that we plan for you, that you can just join on your own. Let's say join here, And then like, I'm just giving you the example of how this would look. And then after you join it, it should pop up on your home screen saying that, okay, hey, yeah, I've joined this challenge. And it'll say, okay, yeah, it starts in however many days. So there's a lot on here. As you can see, there's not usually this many. This is just my test account. So there's a whole bunch. But what's nice about this is there's a lot of options that'll pop up here, and you can decline them, etc. But there's a lot. And I know those of you that do get points perhaps for joining challenges and etc. That's where you do that. That's where that counts. That's one area. There's another I'll show you. Essentials, like Brittany mentioned, these are our 4 main areas, our 4 pillars. The Sworkit youth workouts. This is that section for it. Sworkit students leading the workouts. So that's that forever free section for your family. And then just, yeah, I would say, we always say, get in here and explore. There's new workouts constantly being put out. There's recommended workouts for you. And then this is where you find our collections. So everything that I kind of highlighted on that variety page, as well as for those of you, again, that are wondering with, where else challenges are, we have a lot of favorite challenges or monthly challenges down here. And again, you can join those. And if yes, those are counting for rewards for you, then those will also count. Let's see, a couple of other things. So Ask a Trainer is right here. So you can actually just click on this button. You'll get a pop-up, and in-app, it'll just take over your screen, and you can ask some questions here and get connected with a personal trainer or someone who has a background in what you're looking for assistance with. A couple of other things is the help center is very comprehensive. So this is where you can go if you have any questions. You can go to our FAQ section, which is constantly updated. Bridget oversees that. And usually, if I have a question about how do I sync or etc., you can go here and actually search specifically for the article that you need. And there's usually written and visual walkthroughs. You can also talk to us in here and get that direct support. One other thing that's important that, again, Rennie mentioned is our app does translate into 14 languages. So if you go into settings and you need to change the app to a different language, let's say Latin American Spanish, you can do that. And what's really neat is sometimes it takes a second, but what's really neat about that is everything changes to that language that you set it to. So if I were to click on a workout and start this workout, it's actually going to, I'll just so you can see, because it's kind of fun, that the audio is going to change.
Zancadas hacia adelante. Comienza.
So all right, I'm going to go back and change that.
Thank you for sharing that example, Tori. Back on the home screen, I just want to share, we recognize that there is so much to choose from here. And if you really are looking just to get started, and perhaps if you're feeling even maybe a little overwhelmed, the Couch to Fit 6-week plan is a member favorite and really truly a great place to start. You'll see here it's divided out into different weeks, and it has the different workouts that you can follow along, and it provides suggested timing as well. And it is a program that we do encourage you to try, and really, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how you're feeling after those 6 weeks are up, and then you can continue to move on and stay active with the Sworkit app.
Absolutely. And sort of to her point too, is let's say you wanted to find something specific, you can actually you can start favoriting workouts as you complete them. And so you can go back to those and have them here. Another option is you can search and you can actually, let's say, you wanted to do back, or if you knew where you were going, you can look here. You can also utilize our filtering system, which is going to give you even more options, but it's kind of within, like those safety rails when you go bowling. I don't know if they're called safety rails, but you know what I mean. So you could say, I'm an adult, You could select multiple, beginner and intermediate workout type, focus areas. If you have equipment, the equipment options, what your goals are, you can put as much or as little as you'd like. And then what'll happen is you'll get a whole slew of options. Usually, of course, the more you filter it, the more that it's going to give you less options. And that's great. Sometimes that's what we need. It's like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. These are my 24 workouts I can choose from today. And I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to actually reshare because I want to get into a little different account. So to show you guys if we need actual live examples of certain things, because this one's not showing everything on my end. I don't have all my data. So Rainey, I'm going to pass it to you for questions.
Okay, great. I'm seeing here a question about how long are the workouts, specifically stretching. So that's one of the great benefits of Sworkit is you really are the final say in how long your workout is. There are oftentimes and most times recommendations for beginner, intermediate, advanced levels. And so there would be a recommended time. But let's say, for example, Addie, that you only have 7 minutes until your next Zoom call. And so you say, okay, I'm going to do a 5-minute Sworkit. I'm going to do a 5-minute Sworkit stretch. That's something you could absolutely do. Or it could be a 4-minute Sworkit stretch, 3 minutes. You can pick the time that you have. So we like to say that time is no longer an excuse. You can, it's not like I don't have enough time. It's about kind of shifting that perspective, shifting that thinking, and figuring out, all right, how much time do I have? And then building that into your daily habit.
Yeah. Yeah. So just demoing what Renee said, there's that, you said 4 minutes, for example, it's just going to give you 4 minutes of stretching based upon what you chose. And again, you can skip ahead if you don't like a movement, or you can just let it fully play. There's options to see, written instructions, audio, visual, alternatives, how to make things easier or harder. So there's a lot, but like she said, if you have 4 minutes, then to tell it you have 4 minutes. So.
Yes, there is truly so much in here. I encourage everybody to get into the app, play around, explore, click into some things, open up some workouts, check out the exercises. It's designed to be very simple to use, and we've been around doing this for quite some time, for over 10 years now. And so we've really just tried to simplify the entire process and make it so, again, you can tap, tap, go, get into your workout, whether you have 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 90 minutes to move your body. We're here to help support you along the way. All right. Looks like some more syncing questions. So we definitely want to make sure we get everybody synced. It's such a great way to track your progress and really celebrate those wins. So hang in there with us while we show you how to get synced up. I think Tori's actually going to be showing us now she's in settings, and you can see here where it's showing Fitbit, MyFitnessPal, Strava, linking to Apple TV as well.
Yes. And I will say too, with Apple Health and Google Fit, again, Apple Health and Google Fit are those third-party health apps that Sworkit connects to. And then those two, as you know, will connect to whatever preferred wearable that you have. So if you have an Apple Watch and you use Apple Health, we sync with Apple Health versus Apple Watch, if that makes sense. And then with Virgin Pulse, for example, I know we're going to get questions. So yes, please reach out to support about specifics. But again, as long as you sync, you give, you have to connect your Sworkit device with whatever you'd like to utilize to sync your activity if it's external, like I just mentioned. And then you log into Sworkit through Virgin Pulse. You have the option actually to do that within the app itself when you choose to sign in. We send all your workouts and all your data directly over to Virgin Pulse. So once you're signed in, anything that you pull into the Sworkit app is going to show there. So for example, my Sworkit, anything that's got a picture, this is for everybody. Anything that has a picture is going to be an in-app Sworkit completed workout. Anything that is blue is going to be an external workout. And this means you have either brought it in by giving Sworkit permission to say, hey, yeah, you can sync with my Fitbit or my Garmin or my Polar. Or if you're like me, you might manually log an activity. For example, I take a class called Legree, which is kind of like Pilates. I'll add it here, put all the information that I want, and then I save it. I can also have it, go to the health app that I synced through. So there's a lot of options in here. I would just say, make sure you look at settings within the app. And then again, if you have any questions, we are really good at just making sure that we know exactly how to help you if we can see what's going on the back end. All right.
I just want to add, if you've synced to Google Fit, Apple Health, or Fitbit, sometimes it's as simple as completely closing the Sworkit app on your phone and reopening it to just trigger those to import into your Sworkit log.
Brilliant. Thanks, Bridget.
All right, we've covered a lot here in a short amount of time, and we are happy to stick around if anybody else has any other questions, but we recognize people likely do have things they need to get back to at work and with their day. I'll just end with this. We are here to help support you. We are really excited and happy to have you here. So if you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Whether in the app or emailing us and asking us those questions, but we're here to help, and look forward to seeing you hopefully next month for our Ask a Trainer webinar where we talk about the benefits of walking. Have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you soon.